everybody, and welcome to Live at 4. Eric Franke is with us once again today as Mark continues his vacation this week. Eric, you made it to midweek. How are you doing?
Just about halfway home here. Hopefully Mark's enjoying some of the sunshine we've had this week. Has been a little cool, but the sun's been out there, so it hasn't been too bad.
Yeah, the weather has been absolutely perfect. It's a busy day today, and here's what's making news on this Wednesday. Dane County health officials announce a handful of new COVID-19 deaths, and they're using it as a moment to remind people of the dangers of COVID-19.
And Wisconsin Assembly Speaker Robin Vos has a list of COVID-19 legislative proposals, but will they go anywhere?
Plus, Congress remains gridlocked over a new coronavirus relief bill, what President-elect Biden says needs to be done to help the country.
Well, this morning, Dane County public health officials announced more than 20 new COVID-19 deaths.
But those deaths did not occur all at once. Our Adam Duxter is live downtown and joins us with the context. Adam?
Yeah, it's important to put those deaths into a bit of context, as today Public Health Madison Dane County says they occurred between this past week and all the way back to the last week of October. And they say a system update is what caused all 22 of those deaths to come in all at the same time today. And regardless, those 40 deaths in Dane County for the month of November effectively double the total that we had seen since the start of the pandemic. And we're told those additional 22 deaths are made up of people that were in their mid-50s all the way to people that were over 100 years old. In Public Health Madison, Dane County Director Janelle Heinrich says in the last month, COVID-19's taken a especially hard toll on area assisted living facilities. And today, she, as well as Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway and County Executive Joe Parisi, are calling on all of us to be safer and take even more precautions.
This is a really sobering day. Never before in this pandemic have we lost so many of our neighbors in such a short time period.
Until the vaccine is widely available, our public health orders and guidelines will remain our best resources for reducing the suffering and death caused by this virus.
Now, with all of that said, our most recent numbers of COVID-19 cases show a rather significant drop in new cases, with Dane County's 7-day average nearly decreasing by half of what it was since the middle of November. But health officials here in Madison say it's the cases that are already counted so far that could contribute to even more deaths as time goes on. You'll hear from medical leaders tonight on News 3 Now at 5.
We will see you then. Adam Duxter reporting live. Thank you, Adam. Across the state, more than 90 more people have died from COVID-19, and that brings the state's total to close to 4,000. The good news is the number of new cases was down for another day. More than 3,400 new cases have been reported so far today, bringing the state's total to nearly 400,000. However, the state has seen fewer tests as well. Doctors still anticipate a large increase as more people get tested following Thanksgiving gatherings. New legislation to fight the coronavirus in Wisconsin is likely waiting for the new year. While the current Senate Majority Leader prepares for his move to Congress, the incoming leader said the group isn't coming back in December. Yesterday, Republicans in the Assembly unveiled new legislation that limits local health departments' response and lays out other plans for the state. The Majority Leader-elect, a Republican from Oostburg, said that could be incorporated next year, while Democrats want something different.
I believe that we must keep our eye on what it is we are responsible for, and that is keeping the people of Wisconsin safe.
The Democratic leader in the Senate said she likes the bill Governor Tony Evers released a few weeks back. She said she wants to see new money put toward fighting the virus as well as attention to some of the issues in rural Wisconsin, like poor internet connection that have been made even more obvious during the pandemic.
The CDC is issuing new guidance on coronavirus quarantine measures. Nationwide, more than 271,000 people have died from COVID-19 as coronavirus cases set records all across the country. The CDC is shortening its recommended 14-day quarantine period for those exposed to it. On Tuesday, the U.S. reported the second highest single-day death toll since the pandemic began. Nearly 2,600 people lost their lives.
Quarantine can end after 10 days without a COVID-19 test if the person has reported no symptoms, or after 7 days with a negative test result if the person has reported no symptoms.
As the UK prepares to roll out its vaccine next week, Trump administration officials say the first shipments of Pfizer's vaccine will be delivered to the U.S. by mid-December. The CDC is also recommending Americans postpone travel over the upcoming winter holidays to help contain the spread of the virus.
The United Kingdom has approved the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine, jumping ahead of the U.S. to become the first country in the world to give it the green light. News of the vaccine broke as England came out of a month-long coronavirus lockdown. 800,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine are being shipped from Belgium to the U.K., and mass immunization begins early next week. Regulators say those most at risk of dying will get it first in 2 doses, 21 days apart.
It's needed, especially for the care homes and the elderly who've been trapped in their homes for months and months and months.
They'll be the first on the list, along with healthcare workers who look after them. More than 43,000 people were involved in the Pfizer trial, and the drug maker says the vaccine is 95% effective. Experts say it will take more than one vaccine to reach everyone in the world who is at risk of COVID-19. So while Pfizer's is the first to win approval, it won't be the last. The U.S. federal government has ordered 100 million doses of the Pfizer vaccine, pending FDA approval.
UW Health employees and patients will head to a new location when they need a COVID-19 test. A new indoor drive-through testing facility opened today. It's inside a warehouse in the 3800 block of John Wall Drive. That's on Madison's east side. It's about 2 miles north of the UW Health at American Center. It replaces the outdoor testing site over near the Costco in Middleton. The new facility will do everything the old location did. It's just warmer for these winter months.
It's not okay for our patients. It's not okay for our staff to try to function out of those tents during the winter months.
Dr. Jeff Pothoff says the new testing site has everything they want in a testing site. It'll provide easy in and out access for those getting a test. And he says the test at the new location shouldn't take more than about 10 minutes.
There are more opportunities to get tested for COVID-19 in Wisconsin. UW-Madison is now able to make 1,000 testing appointments a day. It's the result of a new partnership between the UW system and the federal government. The tests are free and available to anyone in the community. Using an appointment system, people will be in and out of the testing site within 20 minutes.
It is not a substitute for other forms of community testing. We view it as an enhancement to other forms of community testing, and know that specifically the opportunity to make an appointment and come at a specific time and know that you'll get in and out pretty quickly within about 20 minutes is a convenient option for a lot of folks.
So far, UW has provided more than 7,500 tests to the community. To make an appointment for a test, you can head to doineedacovidtest.com, and we'll put a link to that on channel3000.com.
Well, as we mentioned, it's been a little chilly, but there's been plenty of sunshine out there for us to enjoy. Weather words today: been there, sun that. Appropriate for the week we've had so far. We go live to Reese Manor. Meteorologist Chris Reese enjoying the fire by television in his home. Chris?
Yeah, that's indeed the case. I'm enjoying the fireplace, although temperatures are still above average, and the sun has been absolutely fantastic for the past couple of days. Here's a live shot from the Edgewater Sky Camera. The sun is starting to go down, but that's still an incredible shot over Lake Mendota there, and we're going to see more and more sunshine even as we look throughout the extended portion of the forecast. 43, by the way, our temperature right now. Our average high for this time of the year is at 36. So you're seeing just how we're able to warm up. In fact, our high today made it all the way up to 45. The air is dry, though, so you're certainly going to be shocked as you touch metal. Dew points all the way down at 5. I was shocked myself just walking around the house today. 46 in Janesville right now, 40 in the Dells. We'll continue to watch these temperatures drop as we go through time, but Doppler track is going to remain free of any type of rain shower or snow shower throughout the upper Midwest for the next several days. I guess it's relaxing now for what may happen happen in the future. Who knows? But as we look ahead for the rest of this evening, temperatures will drop through the 30s by 10 o'clock. We're around 30, and then eventually we'll see those lows into the 20s as we head into tonight. Traffic-wise, I'm not seeing any major issues showing up. We are seeing your typical slowdowns that you would expect for this time of the day in the locations that you would expect them. But the Beltline and main arteries, they are cruising along with no major crashes or delays. We'll continue to keep you up to date on traffic throughout Live at 4. That comes after your full forecast closer to 4:30.
All right, Chris, thank you. Nearly 10 months after being suspected of killing 2 women, a former Badger football player could soon return to Wisconsin for legal proceedings. Marcus Randall L. will be released from a correctional facility in Illinois in 2 weeks. That's according to the Rock County Assistant District Attorney. A Randolph, Illinois County judge will have to sign off on his extradition to Wisconsin. If the judge declines, the Rock County DA will have to pursue a governor's warrant, which could take up to 90 days. In late February, Randall L. was charged with 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide for the murder of 27-year-old Brittany McAdory and 30-year-old Sherrera Winchester. Randall L. played wide receiver for the Badgers from 2004 to 2007. President Trump is pressing ahead with his legal fight to overturn the 2020 election, and he may be making plans to run again if it fails. With 7 weeks to go until he takes office, President-elect Biden is making plans to tackle coronavirus.
Skylar Henry reports from Wilmington, Delaware.
President-elect Joe Biden is keeping his transition team focused on the pandemic. Today, he took part in a virtual roundtable of small business owners. Members of the incoming Biden administration say they need to take urgent action to stabilize the economy. Currently, more than 10 million people are out of work in the U.S.
Right now, the full Congress should come together and pass a robust package for relief.
Congress remains deadlocked on an emergency coronavirus relief bill, something President-elect Biden has called crucial. President-elect Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris are working from here in Delaware ahead of Inauguration Day, now just 7 weeks away. President Trump has yet to concede the race to Mr. Biden and is still asking courts to overturn the result. At a White House Christmas party on Tuesday, the president hinted that he will run again if his legal efforts fail.
It's been an amazing 4 years. We're trying to do another 4 years. Otherwise, I'll see you in 4 years.
Tuesday, Attorney General William Barr said the Department of Justice has seen no evidence of voter fraud that would have changed the election's outcome. The White House downplayed that remark Wednesday, saying Barr was not commenting on President Trump's still pending civil court claims. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Wilmington, Delaware.
The Justice Department is investigating a scheme that allegedly sought to lobby White House officials to grant pardons to unnamed individuals. The DOJ says no current or past government officials are the target of that probe.
Next month's State of the State address will be delivered virtually. Governor Evers made that announcement this morning. It'll be delivered January 12th. He'll also be delivering his biennial budget message virtually in February. He's encouraging the legislature to convene virtually to receive both addresses in an effort to remain socially distant.
In New York City, crews are getting ready to light the famous Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. But unfortunately this year it will be closed to the public because of the pandemic. But it will be broadcast on television. Once the tree is lit, there will be special tree viewing entrances and traffic patterns around Rockefeller Plaza. Masks are mandatory, and there are special 6-foot diameter pods that are outlined on the ground for viewing. Visitors are only allowed to stay for 5 minutes. The 88th Rockefeller Center Christmas tree will be lit and on display through early January.
The Rockefeller Center tree, always a sight to see, but in Wisconsin, aluminum Christmas trees are ever gleaming.
For the 11th year, the Wisconsin Historical Society Museum is showcasing one of the largest collections of evergleam trees in the country. We'll learn more about the Evergleaming exhibit when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
The Ashley Home Store Black Friday sale is extended through Tuesday only. It's your last chance to save up to 70% off doorbusters and special buys. Plus, Black Friday bonus discounts up to an extra 20% off our sale prices. And no interest financing store-wide through Tuesday at Ashley Home Store.
There's always a way to make joy, America. So it's time to get to it. And with the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're here to help by offering offering $1,000 in trade assist cash on a new Ford F-150 or Ranger. That's on top of what your eligible trade is worth. Plus, get 90 days payment deferment, too. Because this season will be as bright as ever. We're making sure of it. Ford, built for the holidays.
We are the Thrivers. Women with metastatic breast cancer. Standing in the struggle. Hustling through the hurt. Asking for science, not sorries. Our time for more time has come. Living longer is possible and proven in women taking Kisqali plus fulvestrant or a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor. Kisqali is the only treatment in its class with proven overall survival results in 2 clinical trials, helping women live longer with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali was also significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. It's our time to continue to shine because we are the Thrivers. Ask your doctor about Kisqali, the only treatment in its class proven to help women live longer in 2 clinical trials.
Carrier has a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable this winter without burning your budget. With smart temperature management and remote access options, it's easier than ever to control your home's climate. And Carrier energy-efficient systems can help reduce utility bills without sacrificing comfort. For more complete comfort and greater peace of mind, turn to your Carrier expert.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's Black Friday sale is extended through Tuesday. It's your last chance to save up to 50% off Hot Buy appliances and doorbusters. Plus, no interest financing for 18 months on the best brands. And quick ship delivery at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
The Salvation Army is going big for 2020 with this massive red kettle in New York City. The organization debuted the 32-foot-tall structure in Times Square yesterday. It's the world's largest real red kettle with interactive features that trigger built-in LED lights and sounds when people text a donation. Salvation Army says demand for its services jumped since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic earlier this year. The Greater New York Division has served more than 6 million meals in that time. The kettle will be staffed by security and volunteers 24/7. There's a real kettle for cash donations, or people can donate by texting Giant Red Kettle to 41444.
Investors took a breather today after yesterday's gains on the stock market. They're also waiting to see what could happen with renewed stimulus talks. The Dow gained 60 points today. The Nasdaq was down 5, and the S&P was up 6. Well, the pandemic, of course, has changed almost every aspect of our lives.
But it seems to be helping a lot of people get into the holiday spirit, leaning on traditions like picking out the perfect Christmas tree, real trees. They say that helps restore a feeling of normalcy. It's a scene playing out at tree sellers nationwide. It's leading to a boost in business. Doug Hunley with the National Christmas Tree Association says the desire to decorate follows a trend seen all year.
The nation's garden centers just had their best year in decades. People gardening, landscaping, and we hope and think that it can lead right into a big decorating year with real trees, garlands, wreaths.
There's been scattered tree shortages in recent years because of the economy, fires, and drought. Sellers have some concern about supplies, but right now, most are well stocked. Well, nothing says the holidays in Wisconsin quite like an aluminum Christmas tree.
Evergleam trees were created and manufactured 60 years ago by the Aluminum Specialty Company in Manitowoc, and today they often sell for hundreds of dollars on eBay, if you can find one. You can see one of the largest collections of the trees at the Wisconsin Historical Museum's Evergleaming exhibit. Joe Kapler is the museum curator. Welcome back to Live at 4. Joe, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you all again.
This is one of our favorite exhibits of the year, and are you doing it virtually this year?
Yeah, as we pause our visitation in the museum up on Capitol Square, this year we've launched instead a very large exhibition online covering the origins of the Evergleam story, kind of their heyday in the 1960s, and also why are they so popular again today, really for the last 15 years. And if you go to the site, you can also see dozens of real vintage trees and accessories from that time period.
And my older sister is quite the nostalgic person, and she's got one of these in her living room in Indiana. How did they come to be? I mean, this was, what, 60 years ago these started happening? What triggered it?
Sure. A company in Chicago made the original one, and a sales guy from Aluminum Specialty Company in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, saw one in a storefront window in December of 1958, looked at it. The company had been in business for 50 years by then in Manitowoc. They make aluminum pots and pans, but they also made aluminum decorations. And he thought, we can do this better and at a better price point. Bought one, took it up to Manitowoc. They reverse engineered it in just a couple months' time, had a prototype that they could sell to buyers. In that first year, they ended up producing and selling hundreds of thousands of trees, kind of on a whim. Amazing story.
It is an amazing story. Mark, by the way, has a full one. And I just saw on Facebook, he just put it up and decorated this year. I look at every garage sale I go to trying to find one. They're really hard to find. Joe, when did the company stop manufacturing the Evergleams?
In about early 70s, 1971, 1972, just diminishing sales wasn't probably worth the production effort. So when you think about it, about a 12-year run originally, 1959 to 1971. Today's craze started in 2004 with the publication of a book by some Manitowoc photographers. So we're going on 16 years now of the second act, and it shows no sign of slowing down. Prices are increasing online marketplace. There's more and more online, Instagram displays. We field so many queries at the Wisconsin Historical Society, and we up our exhibition every year. This year, it's online, as well as a walk-up display on Capitol Square. If you go to the square, we have about a half dozen trees on our front windows, and including the living room that you see behind me. Very popular with our visitors, and you can once again stand in front of that and get your photo taken on Capitol Square.
Yeah, just like a Charlie Brown Christmas, the aluminum trees. I remember that. Joe, how can people see this online? I know that's important because a lot of people aren't able to get out.
Sure. So if you just search our Wisconsin Historical Museum, I think if you just search that, you'll get right to our website, and that link is right on the landing page. You can't miss it. Evergleaming, celebrating America's aluminum Christmas tree. And then from there, you can poke around and explore. There's quite a bit of content loaded up there, and dozens of pictures to click on and see more of these, these awesome mid-century space age, artifacts.
It is pretty cool. Well, thanks for sharing it with us. And yeah, that really takes us back in time, doesn't it, to our
Get you
youth.
in the spirit, too.
Well, thanks again for being able to share this story. Really appreciate it.
All right, you bet, Joe. Thank you. Well, coming up,
Thank you, Joe. Great to see you.
As the pandemic drags on, researchers are measuring the effects that the crisis is having on children's mental health.
Right, we'll look at the results of a new survey from Nationwide Children's Hospital. Important information for parents. Coming up when Live at 4 continues.
The Ashley Home Store Black Friday sale is extended through Tuesday only. It's your last chance to save up to 70% off mattresses, including hot buys and holiday doorbusters like these. And free quick ship delivery on the best brands. Through Tuesday at Ashley Home Store.
Are you happy with your Medicare plan? Want to get more for your money? Take a look at Quartz Medicare Advantage plans in partnership with UW Health. Quartz Medicare Advantage plans start at $0 a month, including coverage for medical, hospital, and prescriptions. With $5 primary care visits, $0 preventive care, and $0 telehealth visits. It's no wonder that 98% of our Medicare Advantage members stay with Quartz. Learn more by requesting your free planning guide from Quartz today. Quartz also offers more value, including dental, vision, and hearing benefits.
And Quartz gives you extras, like dollars for over-the-counter products and fitness benefits, from a plan that works closely with your doctor to take great care of you. This year, switch to Quartz Medicare Advantage. Call or go online to request your free planning guide from Quartz today.
When I was diagnosed with Dupuytren's contracture, I waited to get treated. Thought surgery was my only option. But then I found out about non-surgical treatments. It was a total game changer. Learn more about the condition at factsonhand.com.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs.
CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
My lips get so dry and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Lip Repair. It's all-day moisture in one use and is guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips.
Also available in O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands.
Bring home IHOP's Holiday Family Feast or fall in love with seasonal pancakes like new milk and cookies. Come in or get a $0 delivery fee with Uber Eats from IHOP.
Our new house is amazing. Great street, huge yard.
There is a bit of an issue with our neighbor's fencing. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save even more.
Hey, Sarah. Hey, Peter.
Push it.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
The Ashley Home Store Black Friday sale is extended through Tuesday only. It's your last chance to save up to 70% off doorbusters and special buys. Plus, Black Friday bonus discounts up to an extra 20% off our sale prices. And no interest financing store-wide through Tuesday at Ashley Home Store.
Take a look at this. Cities all over are getting in the holiday spirit, but one Oklahoma town has a leg up on the rest. They're paying tribute to A Christmas Story, the 1983 holiday film, of course, with the classic scene involving the leg lamp. The 40-foot leg lamp is being displayed as part of the city's annual Festival of Lights. Locals say they hope it gives travelers a good reason to stop by for a visit. That will always make you smile. That movie is so funny. And speaking of things that will make you smile, we have some very exciting news to share about our friend Gary.
That's right. After looking at that major award, Susan, Gary's home. He was in the hospital battling COVID, but Gary is home now, well on the road to recovery. We continue to wish Gary well as he gets out of the woods with COVID-19. Let's go to Chris, who has the forecast for us as the sun continues to shine across southern Wisconsin. Chris?
Sunshine abound. That's what we're going to see as we go really through much of the extended forecast. Typically, this time of the year, we have a lot of cloud cover, but temperatures are trending above average, at least for now. Whether or not that changes, well, you'll just have to see what that forecast is coming up after the break.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Call us for a quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA. It's totally normal to have constipation with belly pain, straining, and bloating again and again. No way. More exercise, more water, and more fiber is the only way to manage it.
Is it?
Maybe you think it's occasional constipation.
Maybe it's not.
It could be a chronic medical condition called IBS-C. And time to say yes to Linzess. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It helps relieve belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Change your thinking to IBS-C. If your constipation and belly pain keeps coming back, tell your doctor and say yes to Linzess.
Protect what's important to you from COVID-19, you help protect everyone in Wisconsin. Learn how you can stop the spread at dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, we opened up the month feeling like December this time around, but temperatures are getting ready to warm right back above normal for this time of the year. We'll be dry all the way through next week at least, and your sunglasses are certainly going to be needed. I needed them earlier today. The sun is low on the horizon, but with that sunshine, we've seen these temperatures able to warm up, especially when you compare them to what those temperatures were yesterday. We're 11 degrees warmer here in Madison, sitting into the 40s right now. That's even as the sun begins to set. By the way, just take a moment and breathe in. Look at that shot. Incredible right there as the sun begins to set over Madison. 43 our temperature right now. We made it to the mid-40s for those highs today. Now we're starting to cool things back off. The air is calm, so the wind chill is also into the lower 40s. But here's what we're watching weather-wise on Weather Track right now. There is a storm system passing throughout parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. This will be the next system that has any kind of impact on our weather, and all it's going to do is throw a little bit of cloud cover our way, but even still, that cloud cover will have sunshine to work with as well, so it shouldn't be completely overcast. Otherwise, the rest of the upper Midwest, we are staying dry, all thanks to, guess what, high pressure that is still in control. This high pressure that we see over Iowa right now that's keeping that storm system at bay to our south, preventing any moisture from truly getting up our direction. In fact, the air is so dry right now, you will be shocked. If you're walking around on carpet, you touch a doorknob, things like that, that's the kind of pattern that we are certainly in. So Doppler track, that being said, remains free. This is high resolution radar right now. We're going to stay quiet on this for the foreseeable future. It's going to get a much needed break after some of the storm systems we had earlier on last week. Let's take you hour by hour through the rest of the overnight, folks. We're going to see those lows into the 20s tonight, right around 23. Now, tomorrow, we're going to warm up into the upper 30s. So we'll be a couple degrees cooler, but still, we'll see that sunshine around, so that'll help it feel nice as you step out. 30 tomorrow nights for tomorrow night's low, and then we'll be back up into the upper 30s as we begin to move into your Friday as well. But here's the upper air pattern as a whole. This is the cool shot that's coming in right now. That cool shot ultimately starts to give way to some warmer temperatures that try to filter into the mid portions of the country. In fact, by the time we get you towards the middle of next week, that's really when we begin to see that warmer than average pattern set up, and that's one that'll likely take us into the mid portion of December. But it's after that I believe we may begin to see at least a couple changes trying to roll our way. Here's that extended forecast for you. 30s all the way until Saturday. That's when we'll have another shot to make it into the low 40s. More low 40s show up for us as we start to move into next week and beyond. And by the time we get towards the end of next week, there is a weak system that may bring a chance for some snow showers at night. But for the most part, this forecast does remain dry and free of rain and snow.
All right.
I know you're looking for some snow.
Yes, I am.
I can wait a little bit longer. Chris, thank you.
Thank you, Chris. A new survey shows that more and more parents are worried about the long-term effects of the pandemic on their children's mental health, especially with the holidays coming.
And Michael George spoke with an expert who says it is critical for parents to help build resilience during this difficult time.
Megan Burke knows raising 3 kids during the COVID-19 pandemic is a struggle.
Every day, when is this coronavirus going to end? When is it over? I just want it to go away.
Everything normal has been disrupted, from school to seeing friends. Megan says it's impacting her 8-year-old.
We've noticed that she gets a little more angry or frustrated with how things are going, why she can't go to her dance class anymore.
A new survey from Nationwide Children's Hospital finds 66% of parents are worried their children's mental health will suffer even more as the pandemic continues into the winter. 57% say they're running out of ways to keep their kids positive.
They're really losing steam as far as how can I keep my kids engaged? How can I keep them happy and entertained?
Parker Houston is a pediatric psychologist. He says for kids to feel a sense of security and normalcy, parents need to be consistent.
Have a schedule, no matter for kids what the learning environment might be, to have 1, 2, or even 3 schedules if necessary, and keep those routines.
He also encourages parents to check in regularly with their kids about how they're feeling.
Asking questions like, what was the best part of your day today? What was the hardest part of your day today?
Megan says she talks with her kids and they stick to a schedule. Her 8-year-old also meets with a counselor. Megan has also been organizing socially distanced parades for the holidays in her neighborhood.
They are just full of smiles and laughter, and it gives the kids a chance to see other kids, but from a distance.
Showing her kids that even at a time when everything's different, they can still have fun and be together. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And experts say that parents can just embrace change this year and try to come up with some new creative traditions for the holidays.
And we'll be right back.
Looking for a sofa? Looking for a chair? You haven't shopped furniture in Madison until you've shopped Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous new showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Winter is what you make of it. And with the award-winning strength and performance of Cub Cadet X-Series snowblowers, you can make the most of it. Visit your local Cub Cadet dealer, where you can receive $200 off for a limited time. To find a locally owned dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
You have over 30 years of memories in this house. The most valuable things you'll ever own. And that is why we exist.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Looks like a great day for achy, burning eyes.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Ha! These drops probably won't touch me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye, twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Looking for a sofa? Looking for a chair? You haven't shopped furniture in Madison until you've shopped Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous new showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Tonight at 5, a new survey says around 30% of small businesses in Dane County are expected to close by summer if government action isn't taken. What local groups say needs to happen at 5.
And our weather pattern expected to just continue right now. A lot of sunshine as we look ahead to the weekend and seasonable temperatures. We'll look at your full 10-day.
And ahead at 6, the Boys and Girls Club is organizing volunteers to help remodel the home of a woman who lost multiple loved ones this year. We'll have the story on News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back, everyone. Animal adoptions are way up. With people stuck at home, many people are looking for the companionship of pets, and unfortunately, scammers have noticed.
A new Better Business Bureau report on pet scams shows complaints this year have more than doubled from last year. Consumer investigative correspondent Anna Werner looks into it.
There's something everyone seems to want right now. Pets they can love. In the case of Jeannie Dixon of Spokane, Washington, it was to help with the loss of her daughter, 19-year-old Charlene, who died after a knee surgery last year.
Charlene was going to change the world. She was a magnificent, beautiful, loving, kind girl.
One thing her daughter always wanted, she says, was a Newfoundland puppy. And in her grief, Dixon says she decided to get one.
I sought out a puppy to honor Charlene's legacy and let her know how much I loved her.
So in June, Dixon found the website newfiehome.com, advertising as a Newfoundland breeder in Tulsa. She picked out a puppy named Ben, who the breeder assured her would be registered and vet checked.
We came to an agreement.
$950, but after she sent an initial payment, she says,
the breeder's like, the money didn't come, you can put it in my bank.
She says he told her to take the money to an ATM and put it in his account, which she did.
And I came home and waited for a puppy.
But then the breeder told her via text she'd have to pay an additional $1,500 for what they called a refundable insurance fee, which she also paid.
And I'm waiting for my puppy.
It wasn't until she got another email from the breeder's so-called shipping company telling her she'd now have to pay another $2,600 for a temperature regulator crate and anti-pressure vaccine that she became suspicious.
It was at that point that you realized, okay, this is not right.
Yeah. Right then I realized I'd been scammed.
Scammers are very clever at tapping into the emotion of the person they're trying to scam.
Catherine Hutt is with the Better Business Bureau.
That's one of the things that really makes this so sad. This is not just a scam where you lose money. This is a scam where your heart gets broken.
Her group estimates more than 3/4 of the websites that advertise puppies for sale aren't real. And this online security expert says
the pandemic has been a windfall. It's created a perfect storm for puppy scams.
He goes by the name Paul Brady and runs a website called PetScams.com, monitoring fake breeders. People, he says, who typically are operating out of foreign countries, including South Africa, Singapore, and Cameroon.
These scams are run on an industrial scale. It is arranged like an actual gang. It is easy money if you're in Cameroon because the relative payback is very high.
Nearly 4,000 people filed complaints with the BBB from January through November. Victims saying they lost $900, $2,400, $4,700, even $6,200 to pet scammers.
They will keep going until you decide to stop. paying money.
Jeannie Dixon did stop, but only after losing over $2,400 and the puppy she thought would help with her grief over losing her daughter.
I blame myself because it was a stupid thing to do, to believe that I could send money to some anonymous person and get some comfort out of that. That was dumb.
We tried to contact newfiehome.com and that shipping company, but no one responded. The newfiehome.com site is now down. Anna Werner, CBS News, Berkeley, California.
Well, there's more to come at 4. A lot of car lovers dream of owning a Rolls Royce.
Well, this Christmas, you can. Well, a book, anyway, on the history of the company. We'll talk to the co-author, our very own Harvey Briggs, when Live at 4 continues.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's Black Friday sale is extended through Tuesday. It's your last chance to save up to 50% off Hot Buy appliances and doorbusters. Plus, no interest financing for 18 months on the best brands. And quick ship delivery at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Here's a secret worth sharing. Robertson, Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, is making it easier to tackle pesky frown lines. It's a Botox BOGO for anyone new to this service. There is no better time to learn how Botox is different at Robertson.
If you live in Wisconsin and don't have dental insurance, listen to this important message.
I know how important it is for my patients to maintain their dental health. That's why I'm so pleased Delta Dental has plans for individuals and families designed to fit your budget.
Your dentist may already be part of our network. You'll have a choice of Delta Dental individual and family plans that cover exams, cleanings, fillings, crowns, and more. So call now.
Call 844-SMILE-15. That's 844-SMILE-15.
Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's for healthy feet. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked feet.
So I can get the latest phones free with no hidden requirements?
Yep, all season long.
And do I have to get the most expensive plan?
Nope, no plan restrictions.
Okay, but we have to trade in our phones.
Right?
Right?
Nope, keep your phones.
Did you say free phone?
Yep, the latest phone's free for you.
Okay,
Switch to U.S. Cellular and get the latest phones free, available all season long with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular, upgrade to fair.
An evening in front of a fire can be so relaxing, but dangerous creosote buildup can cause a chimney fire if not removed. Help protect your home with CSL, the Creosote Sweeping Log. It helps clean your chimney while it burns. Inside your chimney walls, there's a constant buildup of flammable tar and creosote. The active minerals in CSL will reduce those dangerous deposits, making your next fire safer. It's so easy. Burn just once every 60 fires. CSL, the Creosote Sweeping Log.
Available at Menards, Tractor Supply, Woodman's, and Walmart.
When the mercury dips below freezing, we know that snow and extreme cold aren't far behind. Now's the time to gear up for the season at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Help your home fight the cold with a new furnace filter, 3M window insulation kits, and portable zone heaters. Make sure your vehicle's good to go with a fresh battery or new set of tires. And save on cold weather boots, thermal underwear, and outerwear to keep your whole family warm. Find the best deals and selection on cold weather gear. That's genuine value from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
The Ashley Home Store Black Friday sale is extended through Tuesday only. It's your last chance to save up to 70% off doorbusters and special buys. Plus, Black Friday bonus discounts up to an extra 20% off our sale prices. And no interest financing store-wide through Tuesday at Ashley Home Store.
We are watching the traffic for you guys on this Wednesday afternoon. So far, no major issues are showing up. I'm watching the Beltline right now. That is all moving smoothly. Speeds are right around 60 to 65 miles per hour. That is how we like to keep it. And hopefully everyone gets to where they were going safely. We'll be right back after this break.
All right, Chris, thank you. Do you have someone on your holiday shopping list who loves cars, especially luxury cars?
Our own Harvey Briggs is the co-author of a brand new book about the most prestigious automaker in the world, Rolls-Royce. And Harvey joins us now to talk about it. Hi, Harvey.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good to see you. Boy, this sounds like a tough assignment. Tell us a little bit about how this project came about.
It was really tough work having to go to England for 2 weeks and interview all the people who work at Rolls-Royce.
Well, talk a little bit.
How did it come about?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us how this all started.
Yeah, it was very interesting. A friend of mine, the co-author, Simon, was approached by the publisher in England who said, I want you to write a book about Rolls-Royce. And Simon called me and said, I need your help because I don't know anyone there. And so he brought the publisher. I got us into Rolls-Royce, and magic happened.
Yeah, and this really talks about the people from kind of the start all the way to the finished product. Talk a little bit about that, because this is not, you know, I don't want to, you know, talk down about American automakers, but Rolls-Royce is kind of in a league of its own when it comes to assembly, isn't it?
Very much so. Everything about the car is pretty much hand assembled, even today. And not, you know, they do all the routine things by hand, but then you have these incredible craftspeople who do the woodwork, and you know, they can embed gold and copper and silver into the wood to make these incredible designs. They weave fiber optic lights into the headliner to create a starlight effect at night in the car. It's just unbelievable what they can do.
Yeah, I was reading that sometimes they put diamond dust in the paint if that's what people request. How many of them do they manufacture a year?
Rolls-Royce manufactures about 5,000 cars a year, which is probably about how many Camrys Toyota makes in half a day. So, you know, and it takes a long time to make these cars. The process from the time someone wants to order one until the time they are delivered is almost a year.
Well, so did you have a special interest in Rolls-Royce growing up? I mean, we all, you know, dream about these luxury cars, and these are way beyond reach for most of us. But what kind of, how did you kind of get in there, and what's your passion for Rolls?
Well, it really started kind of 5 or 6 years ago when I got back into reviewing cars, and I was asked by Rolls-Royce to drive their new, at the time, coupe, the Wraith. And so I drove that and developed this relationship with Rolls-Royce over the years, where I've driven every one of their cars multiple times, both here and in England, and reviewed all of them, both for the website and done videos on the cars. And it's just one of those things that I've gotten to know the brand really well and the cars really well. And so the book just became a natural extension of that.
Eric just wants to sit in the back and have a little Grey Poupon.
But of course,
Well, I am hoping very much that we'll be able to get a new Ghost up here sometime, because it's all-wheel drive now, so we can have one in the winter.
Well, talk a little bit, real quick, we got about 30 seconds left, about the book. This is kind of coffee table stuff, right? Lots of beautiful pictures, a big book.
Here it is for scale. It's a big book. Lots of Mariana Villarose, who took great pictures of all the craftspeople and the behind-the-scenes stuff. And then Rolls-Royce and us, we went through all of their archives to find pictures of a lot of their really special cars, and then archival stuff of old craftspeople and other things. So.
Well, very cool. And it's available on Amazon, right, coming in the next few days?
Yeah, Amazon has it. Also, bookshop.org, which I like because the proceeds, part of the proceeds, go to local independent bookstores.
Okay, nice.
And you can search for it there.
A great Christmas gift if you're looking for that car aficionado in your family, and beautiful pictures and coffee book material with a Madison connection. Harvey, great to talk to you.
Great to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Harvey. Great to see you.
Merry Christmas.
You too.
Bye-bye.
And we'll be right back.
When you have zero worries and zero stress, there are zero reasons not to get into a Volkswagen. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease the 2020 Jetta S today with zero down, zero deposit, zero first month's payment, and zero due at signing.
My psoriatic arthritis pain, I had enough. It's not getting in my way.
Joint pain, swelling, tenderness, much better.
My psoriasis, clearer. Cosentix works on all of this.
4 years and counting.
So watch out.
I got this.
Watch me.
Real people with active psoriatic arthritis look and feel better with Cosentix. Cosentix works fast for results that can last. It treats the multiple symptoms of psoriatic arthritis, like joint pain and tenderness, back pain, and and helps stop further joint damage. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur.
I just look and feel better.
I got real relief with Cosentyx.
Watch me.
Feel real relief. Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
At the Home Depot, Black Friday prices are here all season on appliances that give you the holiday help you need to celebrate wonderfully. Save on these Samsung laundry pairs. Appliance shopping improved. With the Home Depot, how doers get more done.
There are 0 reasons not to get into a Volkswagen, especially now that you can start shopping from home. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease the 2020 Tiguan S4 Motion today with 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 to its signing.
Tonight at 5, Dane County has reported more than 20 deaths today from COVID-19. What officials are saying about those numbers. Plus, Wisconsin Assembly Republicans say they want to limit public health authority in their new legislation. Dane County Public Health doesn't approve. The story at 5.
Get more local news now with Channel 3000 Plus, our free digital streaming service that brings you area news and info 24/7 from the News 3 Now team. Channel 3000 Plus. Download it today and watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Here's what's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4. We'll have the very latest on the coronavirus pandemic. And it's December. Madison's lakes will freeze. The Clean Lakes Alliance will join us tomorrow. We'll talk about their annual contest coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.